All right, hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. We're gonna be doing a makeup tutorial today. Jazzed. Today's makeup tutorial is gonna be like my everyday makeup routine, and by everyday I mean the makeup routine I kind of do never, because my everyday makeup routine is neon eyeshadow and like really intense lips. So, but this is the makeup I was doing when I was like big uninspired. I was just putting on makeup because I have to wear makeup at work, right? I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna start doing some makeup. So I'm gonna start with my eye makeup. If you're a normal human being, put some eye primer on, like the MAC Paint Pot or the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, or whatever you use. But because I don't have eye primer, because I'm not a normal person, I'm gonna be using some concealer. The concealer I'm going to be using is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is Fair 02. Pop that on my eyelids real quick. And take a dry beauty blender and blend it out. I don't know why, but I like how it looks when it's blended out with a dry beauty blender. It kind of just, I don't know, it just does things that work for me. I don't know what to tell you. The powder I will be using today is the Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder. This is the translucent one, it's the original. I don't really know if I like it. I've been using it for a while and I feel like it makes things look almost cakey. It does a nice job as far as like setting goes, but I feel like things almost look cakey when I use it, like on my face, and that's why I don't set a whole lot on my face. So this eye look is painfully simple. I use like 2 colors when I do it. I can usually get this done in about 15-20 minutes, so it is a very quick look, like the whole look, not just the eyes. The whole look, 15-20 minutes, which is not a bad way to be. The eyeshadow we will be using is from the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette. It is faded and it is old, but I like it a lot. It's a really nice palette. We're gonna be going in with Pecan. That's this shade right here. We're just gonna go in and I'm gonna stipple that on the outer area of my eye. That's gonna be where the color is focused. And I'm just gonna start blending that into the crease. We're doing a big blend. When I do the crease, when I'm only using one color, when I have a lot of product on the brush, I really set it into the crease. Like I push it in there, and I've noticed I get a deeper shade when I do that, and then I just kind of feather it up to the brow bone from there. So then I don't need to go in with like 5 million shades. You just kind of layer the outer V a little bit, just so the outer V is a little deeper than everywhere else. You can see it's already deeper than the rest of the shadow. I mean, that's essentially what it's gonna look like. And then we're gonna go in with our shimmer shade, and that's gonna be pretty much all there is to it. I'm gonna be going in with Cava, this kind of rose gold shimmer shade right here. As you can see, I use the white and this shade a lot. The white is like my favorite inner corner and brow bone highlight shade literally ever. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna be going in with that on my finger. You can use a brush if you want to. I like how it looks when I use my finger, so gonna be using my finger. And we're just gonna put that on the lid. And we're also gonna go kind of up into the crease with this. I know, don't bring your shimmer shades up into the crease, but it's okay today. It's okay to break the rules sometimes. And then we'll go back in and blend the two together, and then that's gonna be pretty much all for the eye makeup. Go back in with your brush that you used your eyeshadow for. No extra color on it, just whatever's left on it, and just blend the two together so there's no harsh lines. That's the eyeshadow, folks. We will move on to tight lining real quick. For tight lining, I'm gonna be using the Julep When Pencil Met Gel Long Lasting Eyeliner in Blackest Black. As you can see, I use it a lot. I like this one, it's pretty nice. It's not the longest wearing, and I've noticed it kind of transfers down to my lower lash line, but I haven't found a pencil eyeliner that doesn't do that. Comment below. And I'm just gonna tight line real quick. I'm not gonna do my lower lash line. I'm just gonna tight line the upper lash line. This will just make our lashes blend a little bit better when we put on eyelashes. You see, that definitely darkened the lash line a little bit, especially when you're as fair as I am and you have red hair or blonde hair or any really light colored hair. Your eyelashes are just about transparent, which is great. Move on to the face since we're virtually done with eyes at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face using the Becca First Light Primer. The one thing I do like about the First Light Primer is that it is a hydrating primer, which I definitely need, especially for my forehead and my cheeks where I get mad texture. Like my forehead is always a textured mess. It's terrible. So I do like that it is a hydrating primer. I haven't noticed a whole lot for the longevity of my makeup, but I definitely do like the glow that it gives. I like a glow under the skin. It's just nice. I'm going in with foundation now. Foundation that I'm going to be using, this is a foundation that I used to use and then I stopped using it because I didn't like it for some reason. I don't remember why I didn't like it. So we're going to see if I like it this time, but I needed a new foundation, so here we are. So this is the Maybelline New York 24-hour Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation. This is the color 102 Fair Porcelain. I'm just going to pump some onto the back of my hand. We're gonna see if this matches. Kind of just grabbed it, assumed that the palest shade was gonna work for me. So, you know, we may not look cute today, but I mean, that's how it be. Y'all can see how pale I am. Looking a little dark, definitely a little dark, but you know, we may just need to blend a lot today. We're gonna see, we're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna go in. See how we do. Got the foundation on, definitely looking pretty dry. It definitely dried down to probably a semi-matte finish. It's an okay shade match. It's a little bit dark and it's a little bit orange. It looks completely fine on camera, but I still gotta mess with my lighting. I look ill. We need to do something about this. We're gonna cover up them dark circles. Gonna go back in with my ColourPop concealer, and that I am also going to blend out with a dry beauty blender. Okay, gonna go in and set my under eye area. Alright, just gonna set it real quick, just so we don't crease. I don't bake or anything because I'm dry. If I bake my eyeshadow, or if I bake any of my concealer or my foundation, it just looks nasty. So we don't do that here. Go ahead and finish my eyeshadow. I'm just gonna take the same brown color, pop it on the lower lash line. I'm gonna set my chin with my powder brush. There's a crease in there. And I set around there. Especially gonna set my smile lines because those are always the first to crease. And then I'm just gonna set my cheek area. I never set my forehead because of how textury I get. And since this is more of a matte foundation and I'm already kind of textury because it is more matte, definitely don't want to set it. But I am gonna lightly set my cheeks just so my blush and bronzer can blend a little bit better on top. That is something, if you are more dry or if you have more texture in general, I wouldn't recommend setting it. Just to avoid further texture, just to keep it looking a little bit more natural. Forgive me, you guys, while I mess with my lighting. I'm still working on getting my setup figured out. I will eventually have good lighting to where everything is lit up, not just my very, very pale face. Okay, we're gonna move on to eyebrows. Eyebrows, I keep it really quick and simple. Brush through my eyebrows real quick. I need to get them done, so forgive me. I'm gonna try really hard to get them done tomorrow. And just running through them, I'm gonna be using the Just for Redheads Mascara Naturelle in Ginger Red. It's technically an eyelash mascara, but it works so well for my eyebrows. My brows are really, really natural right now, but that's okay. They're also very thick. highlight the inner corner and the brow bone while I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna be going in with Snow from the Lorac palette. Every color that we're using is in the Lorac palette. So we're sticking to one palette, keeping it easy, keeping it simple. Look at that. That's just one little layer. And I bring that down onto the lower lash line and I kind of blend it in with the shadow just to kind of bring light all the way through. I like how that looks. I promise you, once I get my eyebrows done, the brow bone highlight will look better. So there's that, looking really bright, looking really open. I love that shade for my inner corner highlight. We're gonna move on to bronzer. Don't worry, got a tutorial coming up for brush bronzer, contour, highlight, the whole shebang. On the day-to-day basis, I don't contour. I just do bronzer and highlight and blush. So I'm going in with my Benefit Hoola Light Bronzer. Obsessed with it. Greatest thing for pale people literally ever. Bronze it up. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of contour on my nose, just so it is not a beacon of white light against the rest of my face. With my NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. Gonna move on to blush, using the Tarteist Pro Glow and Highlight palette, or Pro Glow and Blush palette. I know what I'm using for my products. Just gonna be going in with something nice and light. We're gonna be going in with this one up here. I think I'm gonna go in with my Got Me Beaming palette from ColourPop today. And I'm gonna use Please Do. It's kind of like the whitish shade. I like these ones because they're a little bit more natural. They're a little more natural of a highlight. They're not as intense, but they still give you a really pretty subtle glow, which is nice. I mean, for me, it's subtle. If I tell everybody when I go to work, when we're picking out highlights for people, I tell people, for me, if the satellites can't see my highlight, it's not enough. Nice. Before we move on to mascara, eyelashes, and lips, I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face real quick. Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. This is a mini one because I can never commit to buying the full-size one. An absurd amount of spray. All right, we're back. We're glowy. It's beautiful. Nice. Let's go ahead and do some mascara real quick. Gonna be using the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. So this is what it looks like with just mascara. Really pretty, really natural. If you have lighter colored hair, you can absolutely just do a brown mascara. I always do black just because I like the darker lash look, especially because everything else is so pale. Just mascara, but because I need to be extra, I am gonna pop on some lashes. 1,000 years later, got my eyelashes on. Ta-da, really pretty. Let's move on to lips real quick and then we're done, folks. For lips, you can do literally whatever you want with this look. If you want to do a bold lip, do a bold lip. If you just want to pop some gloss on, call it good, do it. This eye look makes it very universal to do whatever kind of lip you feel like doing that day, which is not a bad way to be. For my lips today, I'm going to be using the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in Patina. I have a cute mini one. I love it. I have come to love this lipstick a lot for just everyday looks or paired with bold looks. It's just been my go-to lately. It's really pretty. All right, everybody, and that is it for my everyday makeup routine. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's very simple. It's very quick. The tutorial isn't as quick. That's just because I'm walking it through. But very quick, very easy, very pretty. I think it's a really flattering look. It just really accentuates all of the natural features, which I like. So yeah, that's it for today's video. If you have any questions, of course, leave them in the comments below. If you liked today's video, of course, give it a thumbs up, obviously, duh. Subscribe if you want to see more of my content. Cool beans, gotta do the self-promo. All of the products I used will be linked in the description below, as well as all of my social media, so you can check out all of that. And yeah, that's it for today's video. See you later.